Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New Orleans Saints and the Baltimore Ravens. And he returns this to the 22.
Saints take over first and
here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Now a first down throw, gone. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
First down.
Out of the gun, gone. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 38. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
And that explosive run right there reminds me that last week ran the ball really well, so they're continuing to do what they did in the previous game, run the ball and run it successfully. Expect that to continue throughout this one.
39 yards there, a big one.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? On that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again here on offense. Jared Goff trots back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field. Try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because when the defense got it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Ooh. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiver.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Oh, that was dangerous.
On the keeper.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's intercepted.
Don't really keep it second, nigga.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we hear that. Things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Football.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 39, Goff. They'll check it down to Geis. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's
Herbert ain't get no breakout.
You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Jackson and the Ravens
NFL Films got a hold of that bit on.
At their own 12-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a game of 10.
Yeah. I know what you're talking
Still
about.
a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
2nd and inches at the 22-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
3rd down and less than a yard.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Going top shelf. And got his man complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 78 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
No doubt at all.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
You mean the conference?
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon, and he's out right at the 25.
What's y'all record?
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And it's third down.
I'll play him this year.
From the gun on third down, Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Jackson. This is the tight end Fant. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Now it's
Dang, he's 4-4 now? That nigga started off nice.
As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Jackson will throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
That's going in week 13.
Tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in.
Madden.
So we have come to half. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Saints 7.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And
I was thinking, man, let me stay up and see if the nigga on the button. I got home on the streets.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've got the lead here as they start out 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week. That came at the hands of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly
got worked all the way up to the last hour, nigga.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there.
Exactly.
Nobody open. Now 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on
Nigga,
first
I
down.
ain't wake up till like 5:40, nigga.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
You gotta wake up about like
first down as the
1
tackle's
or
made
something.
at the Saints' 29-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And his throw here's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he hits his man, Matthews. They'll take it into the end zone.
I like that all to set up.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
A loss of 11 yards.
Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've
stop the read option from the opposite end of the play?
It's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd
to throw on 3rd down. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 31-yard line.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
From the gun, here's Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
1st down.
On 1st down, Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ravens take over.
On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock
3
it down.
picks in 4 weeks, nigga.
Over those situations.
Next week, you should holler at me.
Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
There it is.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And up past the 35. A very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Dumps it off for Geis. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Gone. Throw complete to Herndon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Complete to Chris.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Wow, good.
Now Goff on 1st down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And a yard at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Gone.
What's the flag?
Complete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the
Oh,
call.
hold on. No, they're not that bad.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
He's got Herndon, his tight end. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again is Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Ravens.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that
I
was
just ran a mid blitz for a
So
pick
they'll
6.
get another shot on offense following that pick 6.
I just ran a mid
And the
blitz
kick
for a
is
pick
away.
6.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
I mean, if you run it on a passing
And
down,
search a
it's
redemption
great.
from the pick 6. Goff out right here to Herndon. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Out of the gun. Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves.
And you just trying to hurry up and run a nigga off the field. Yeah, you good.
Plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a game.
You be running in when it's like 3rd and 5, nigga.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
What's the deal, y'all?
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Past the 20. And they are going to score again.
Talking about Cunningham.
Touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hat.
Nigga last name Cunningham, bro.
We're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead.
Yeah, TJ couldn't pay that nigga, no. I'm not. That's five. And I can't pay no nigga $200 million. Shit, girl probably 89. Yeah,
send this one away.
But he gonna die to you, dude. Nigga look like Drew Brees.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout call here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One last throw here for Goff. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, They're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for the Saints,
Yeah.
sink now to
You ain't gonna be able
0-4.
to do none of
And
that.
they'll look to get
Right,
back on the
right.
beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh
trying to set something
Steelers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles.
All right, now that nigga, every nigga in jail think they could bag, nigga. I be trying to tell niggas like you niggas is tripping.